this video, we're going to cover the palpation of the scapulothoracic joint. When we do the palpation of the scapulothoracic joint, we're going to assess for a lateral to medial movement, a medial to lateral movement, and an internal and external rotation component of that scapulothoracic joint. So the first thing I'm going to do is have my patient roll onto her side here towards me. And we're going to assess for lateral to medial motion. So what I need to do is I need to make sure that I've got control over this upper arm here. And I'm going to have her be nice and relaxed. I'm going to roll my patient towards me so that she's leaning against my thigh here. Then I need to find the lateral aspect of the scapula. Remember, that lives here. And I need to contact that lateral aspect. So I'm going to contact it there. I'm going to overlap my contact. Now watch as I can kind of milk some motion out of that. I'm going to take my hand and put it on that shoulder, bring that shoulder back. In doing that, you'll notice that that scapula falls even farther. I'll reposition here. Now I'm at in range. And I can assess for a lateral to medial motion then at that scapula. I'm going to go ahead and do medial to lateral last. So we'll do an external rotation. To do this, I tell my patient, please put your hand behind your head like this. What that did was that took that scapula and it went like this. It externally rotated it out. So I'm going to grab that contact here. Here's the apex of that scapula now. My other hand is going to come over top here. And then I am going to torque into external rotation. I'm going to get to end range, and then I'm going to challenge just a little bit more and get to that external rotation. Internal rotation, I'm going to tell my patient, please put your hand in the small of your back. That took that scapula and it brought it in here, and as you palpate, you'll be able to feel that that medial border of the scapula becomes very prominent for us. I'll bring my patient in towards me again. Grab a contact, I'm on that scapular apex here. My other hand is up here, kind of on that spine of the scapula. And I'm going to internally rotate. The last palpation is medial to lateral, so I'm going to ask my patient to please lay on your stomach. We're going to use the opposite arm here. So I'm going to have her drop her arm off the side, and that takes that scapula and it dumps it out over medial to lateral already. So it's less work for me. But remember that after having asked her to do that, the medial border of the scapula is way out here now. It's no longer, here's her spine, it's no longer just 2 to 3 inches from the spine anymore. Because her arm is out here, that medial aspect of the scapula is now out here too. So please be aware of that as we go through and do that palpation. You'll contact that medial border, you'll challenge out here, and then just a little bit of overpressure, medial to lateral. So this was the palpation of that scapulothoracic joint.